And I think we can proudly tell them that we're putting that money to good use for our workers. $17.5 million through workforce boards across the country, and of course, representatives of our working families are on those boards, as are local businesses. $17.5 million to the Colorado Workforce Development Council for statewide workforce. $10 million, Department of Higher Ed for career and technical to expand career and technical equipment, facilities, instruction capacity. $5 million, Department of Education for adult education and literacy. That's mostly to help people learn English, literacy and fluency, right? So folks who might have arrived here recently or they didn't get basic literacy in schools, make sure that they can have that basic skill. And so the state, the federal is setting down the state, and then the state is pushing it to lock down the level even closer to the people with the local workforce boards. So these efforts will really make sure that communities across our state that have different workforce needs will be able to address their top priorities. Helping community members get the skills they need to support themselves and their families with a living wage, with dignity, and have good prospects for themselves and their kids. We're supporting innovation at all levels. And as our economy grows, people need new skills and they need the training to get that done, and this bill helps bridge that divide. I'm proud to turn it over to one of our leaders on workforce development, Representative Tom Sullivan.
Thank you, Governor, and it's great to be here in the House of Labor. During the last 18 months, we had a lot of times to sit around and think about where we were going and what we were going to do. And you could see that a lot of the workers were deciding that they were going to make a change in their lives. And this bill and the money that's going into the programs there is a great opportunity for them, giving those people the opportunity to upskill, to get different skills, and to bring a lot of new people into the trades in all different aspects of the trades. We saw how there is so much out there for people to do, and people have decided I need to find myself a good job, which turns into a career for me, which will cement a future for me. And that's what programs like this are. And I am so excited that we're going to be signing this today. I want to thank my co-sponsors, Representative Young and Senator Coker, and of course Gil for being here. It was very influential, very supportive of this, and look forward to working with them more. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Coker.
Thank you. This bill is something that I already see the real world applications for right now. As many of you may already know, I'm a certified financial planner. And over the last 2 days, I've been meeting with clients in my real job, my day job, and reviewing with them, but also talking to them about what they're doing for their future, what they're doing with their families. This morning, met with a teacher whose son is 19 years old, not going to college, looking to get hired on full time. And I told him about this bill. And I told him about the skills that he could get, that he could apply for by working through. And I was so proud to say, I sponsored that bill. And we're going to give millions of dollars to give people new skills. Today's Wednesday. Monday, talked to another client who owns a gutter company where he replaces gutters. He's 55 years old, and he's just up and down the ladder, and he's just tired, and he can't do it anymore. Told him about this bill. He's looking forward to this opportunity for a different skill set, something that he could get trained on. And this is the silver lining of the pandemic. People are leaving jobs in droves because they want to find something that they can rely on. And I believe this bill and this money to give people these new skills will get them those jobs that they can rely on. So I'm so proud to be a part of this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Governor, Representative, and Senator. Thank you, Gary, for hosting us at Pipefitters Local 208. Glad to be here today. It's nice to be out and about. This is the first time we get out in public and sign a bill. So excited about what we get to do with 1264 and how the infusion of money, as the governor said, is historic from state set-aside or state resources to go into the public workforce system. We know the pandemic targeted low-income workers, low-skilled workers, and this is an opportunity where we can reskill, upskill, and next skill not only those impacted by the pandemic, but their families, to make sure that they can enter into careers and jobs that lead to sustainable wages and have career paths that will get them through this recession and into the next economic boom that we have here in Colorado. I also want to talk a little bit about the next bill, because I only get one chance to come up today, how important the State Apprenticeship Agency bill is to the work we do with our skilled construction trades and our professional occupations. It'll be a tremendous opportunity for Colorado to make sure that people know that they don't have to stop what they're doing and attend formal education, that we combine education and training with earning, and so it doesn't separate learning from earning anymore, and that's the wave of the future as we continue to make sure that all our industries in Colorado have the talent that they need. I'm excited today to announce that this afternoon that Colorado was just awarded $10 million with the State Apprenticeship Equity Expansion, Employment and Training. So we'll have resources to put into the State Apprenticeship Agency so that we can help Coloradans access their dreams through earn-learn models. So thank you for that, and we're glad to be here.
Let's make it along. Reskill, upskill, next skill. Here we go.
Let's get a picture with Governor. Come on up.
Join us, yeah, some of those great signs, too. Ready? It's officially the law of Colorado. Thank you. There we go. Oh, there we go. Thank you, guys. Great signs, too, by the way. Love the signs. All right, what do we got next here? Oops. Somebody left their packet here. We're doing 1007 next, I think? Is that what you guys have? So Representative Sullivan, Representative Ortiz, Senator Danielson, Senator Rodriguez. And Joe Barella spoke to this bill, but that's because we're just so excited about it. This is a really exciting bill. State Apprenticeship Agency, about time. This bill is a close collaboration with our unions, the trades, CDLE, existing and new apprenticeship programs. The collaboration is all the way to the U.S. Department of Labor's Office of Apprenticeship. A new State Apprenticeship Council, Interagency Advisory Committee, will guide our agency. It's under, of course, the Colorado Department of Labor and Employment. This is exciting because it's a big part of reaching new talent, attracting folks beyond traditional pathways. You know what, as everybody in the trades know, and all of us know, there's no better education than the School of Hard Knocks and working an apprenticeship, and that's the best way to learn what you need to do. Not only that, a lot of apprenticeships, as they get into it, they're actually earning a living wage while they're in the apprenticeship program. So they can start earning even before they're able to be out on their own in the field, in the trades. So it's a great route. I would say for kids, but frankly, it's a great route for people of all ages. There are people in their 30s and 40s who are able to better themselves, enter apprenticeship, have a new career, and have a good job, good benefits. And it's a route for so many people to really have the ability to support themselves, their families, and the resources they need to enjoy our beautiful state. I want to thank Representative Sullivan, Representative Ortiz, Senator Danielson, Senator Rodriguez for not only unlocking federal funds, and this aligns with a lot of the federal work on apprenticeships, but really helping Colorado's apprenticeship program train more skilled workers, which also benefits our entire economy because we need those workers with that skills to power our economy. It's good for the workers, good for our economy. We want to support industries and trades. This bill is a great step, and I'm happy to turn it over to Representative Sullivan.
Thank you, Governor, and thank you again, everybody. This was a bill that we were working on last year, and that darn pandemic got right in the middle of it and slowed everything down. But we kept doing the work, and we were doing the work, and these people behind me were doing the work right up until the last day to make sure that all the I's were dotted and all the T's were crossed, and we were getting everybody's input on this, and when we came up with something that is going to be really great. And my apprenticeship that I got was in the U.S. Air Force, and had there been programs like this, maybe Uncle Sam wouldn't have been able to cut my hair the way he did back in the 70s and given me, you guys don't make people cut their hair in any of your programs, do you? Yeah. So, yeah.
That's the barber apprenticeship program.
Well, so maybe things would have changed, but this is a great program, and apprenticeships are just so impactful. We talked about kids being able, having the opportunities to do this while they were in high school to get themselves ready, and what a problem alleviated for parents, that their kids are already getting earning some wages and stuff. And that was one of the things I used to talk about, is that was one way to get those kids out of the basement. They could actually go somewhere else because they'd have a good job, and that's what we're all looking for. I mean, we love them to death, but at some point you've got to go, and so that's what happens with this, and that's what's so important about this. And again, with all of the different industries that are out there and all of the different jobs, there's something for everybody in an apprenticeship. It gets them, and certainly having done it here on the state, so we can make sure that the apprenticeships are done the Colorado way, because we know that the Colorado way is the right way, and that's what everybody else across this country will see. And thank you so much, and thank you, Mr. Governor, for signing this bill today.
I want to start off by thanking all of the work and all the fight that went into this bill. Because the thing that surprised me the most, I too, my apprenticeship program was in the military, although I didn't mind the haircut. But it surprised me how much of a fight it was. It truly, really did. And it was really this team pulling together and fighting to the very end, getting this passed at the last day. Just because of everything it brings to this state. One, it brings greater accountability for those that we know that are bad actors out there trying to get free or low wages and not increasing someone through their career. This supports those that are the good actors out there, creating meaningful career, allowing people to work and earn a living at the same time and go to school, essentially. Not only that, but it allows us to be more agile for emerging industries and emerging technologies that, let's be honest, that they can't do at the federal level. So for all those reasons and more, I'm very proud and humbled to be a part of this bill and seeing it pass into law. So thank you.
Hey everybody, my name is Jessie Danielson. I serve in the Senate in Jefferson County, and it was my privilege to work with my House colleagues and Senator Rodriguez on House Bill 1007, but also the amazing group of people that's standing behind us. This is definitely about these quality apprenticeship programs that they run and have run for a very, very long time, and we want to make sure that this kind of quality program is available to anyone who seeks it. But it's also really about the young people in Colorado and people who are looking for a new path or a better path to serve them better and to better serve the companies who are participating in these different apprenticeships. So taking the I guess, supervision of these apprenticeship programs away from a bureaucratic mess in DC by way of Dallas and putting it right here in Colorado, where we can pay very close attention to what's happening in the state and adjust to the needs of the apprentices and the people who provide those apprenticeships rapidly and thoroughly in a solid way. So it's just a good bill all the way around. I look forward to seeing it through, and I sincerely thank the folks in this room. Like Representative Sullivan said, it is always good to be in the House of Labor, and the folks behind me, they made this happen, and they are really part of this core group that serve the people across the state to make sure that people are able to earn while they learn, and when they finish, have quality, solid careers, not just a temporary job that we can all be proud of. So thank you all very, very much for your hard work and for today.
Thank you. I'm Senator Rodriguez. It was great to be on this bill. Representative Sullivan gave me some flashbacks of how he knew my father wanted to get me out of the basement, but it happened. I guess that's a common thread for most fathers of boys. But this is an exciting bill to have, to give local control, to give apprenticeships oversight in the local communities and be able to streamline our accreditation for what's needed for Colorado is an exciting thing to see. And I reiterate what all my colleagues said. This wouldn't be done without all your guys' hard work and labor and what you guys bring to the table. And it's just exciting, and thank you, Governor, for signing the bill.
Apprenticeship program. It's official, there you go.
We now got 1306, Accreditation of Postsecondary Institutions. Speaker Garnett, Representative Geithner, Senator Rodriguez, Senator Lundin. Let's give our champions of labor another round of applause for their great work. I think we're also joined by, is Gary coming up for this one, and Alex? Yep. Yep, good. So, you know, a core priority is the ability to access the right higher ed pathway, meaning you go to high school, what comes next? Could be a certificate, it could be a 2-year degree, a 4-year degree, skill certification. This bill gives more flexibility and accreditation for post-secondary after high school routes that people take, making sure we have good quality and programs that prepare young people for success and to earn a good living. I want to thank the great coalition of organizations and leaders from Pipefitters to construction, Department of Higher Ed came together to make sure that the accreditation process works. Because I think one thing that's important to everybody is quality, right? You want to make sure that you're not leading kids down a path where they don't get the right skills that they need to support themselves. So the quality's there. This accreditation process works for a wide range of post-secondary options and ensures that students are guaranteed a high-quality program. Thanks to Speaker Garnett, Representative Geithner, Senator Rodriguez, Senator Lundin. I will now turn it over to the Speaker of the General Assembly, Alec Garnett.
Thank you, Governor. Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to be here. I feel like it's not a successful session if we don't have an awesome bill signing ceremony here at the local Pipefitters Union Hall. This is awesome. This is probably my 4th or 5th time being here during a signing ceremony, and that means that we had a very good, strong session on behalf of labor. So let's give everyone a round of applause for all of their hard work. You know, this bill is really about expanding access to higher education and career mobility here in Colorado. Not everyone goes to a 4-year liberal arts college, and not everyone should. It's critical that we continue to find ways to build our skilled workforce and to preserve pathways to the middle class for every Coloradan, and make sure that all of the hard work that apprentices are putting into building up those hours and those credits can transfer towards a degree that they are on the path to doing. And 1306 allows that. It allows the Mechanical, Electrical, and Plumbing Alliance and other construction education programs to expand that access to the most valuable degrees in the industry. And that is what we should all be striving for. That's what we're supposed to be doing down at the Capitol. Apprentices in the MEP Alliance's programs, they earn those college credits, sometimes thousands of hours. And those hours, very oftentimes, they don't get credit for them, and they're not always able to transfer. So 1306 helps bridge that gap to make sure those credit hours count, and that apprentices can work towards their associate's, bachelor's, and master's degrees. I'm very, very excited to be here with everyone today, signing with the governor. He's signing it. I'm not. Actually,
you signed it.
There is a sign. I did actually sign it, but my signature doesn't totally count, and it doesn't become law until you sign it, Governor. So, I really want to thank Gary Arnold. I want to thank Dave DeVia. I want to thank everybody behind us today. It really was a team effort. It also went through in the final days of session, but sometimes that means it's one of the most important bills making it to the finish line. So it was an honor to work with Senator Rodriguez, and I'm honored to turn it over to him, and thank you all very much for being here.
Thank you, Speaker Garnett. Yes, it's an honor to be part of this bill. Just hearing stories, and somebody goes to their apprenticeship and get their hours transferred if they want to go on to college and transfer their credits for a construction management degree, and it wasn't always possible, and this bill helps bridge that gap. And I don't know about you guys, but it seems smart to me to have somebody that's actually done the work, that's doing the management, that understands the work that's being done underneath them, is always going to be a benefit to everybody. So it's exciting to see the work. It's an honor to be part of this bill, and all the colleagues that helped work to bring it through. It got through bipartisanly. We had Democrats and Republican sponsors all the way in both chambers, so this was a very popular bill, and thank you all for being here. Thank you, Governor and Speaker, for signing the paper.
And we also want to thank Representative Geithner, Representative Escar, Senator Lundeen, Senator Bridges, others who worked on this bill. Shall we make it official? Let's do it. Put my name next to yours, Alec. Yours already are. Very good. It's official. Congratulations. Great bills. Thank you all for joining us.